My name is Taylor McNally. I would absolutely recommend Pinkcareers to my friends and fellow colleagues. I think it's an amazing program that really helps you jumpstart your next phase of your career and helps you guide in a, structured and meaningful way to reach your full potential. And I am a mom of four. I am a busy person and was kind of looking to make a change in kind of the industry that I was in. I was in a consumer products industry, but wanted to move back to my roots with construction and different area that I had been practicing in. I left the company that I had been with again for 15 years. I really had never thought that that was something I was going to do. I thought I was going to be with that company my entire career, and things changed. I had never even thought about what it meant to apply to jobs, have a resume. I had not had an interview since I was 19 because I had had internships with the company and then it moved into a full-time offer. So I hadn't even made a resume for years. And so with that, I was terrified. I just didn't even really know where to start. What is LinkedIn? I think I had like a picture on LinkedIn and that was it. Like I truly had no experience, which is kind of funny because I was heavily involved in my company with recruiting and talent acquisition as the HR lead, but I never knew what it was to be a candidate and what are the strategies and things. So um, that's really why I chose Pinkcareers. I just thought it aligned really closely with what I needed to accomplish in a short period of time, and it really would ramp up that learning because I didn't even have a base of reference. So it gave me kind of the blueprint and the guideline to know what my next steps would be to be able to kind of, land my dream job. I would first say that it was, the dedication, and I would hate to say the word hand holding, but it felt like that sometimes where I knew and I knew to stay accountable to, whether it was a revision of my resume or meeting with our weekly meetings, because it gave me some structure in a world that could be nebulous. So having that structure and that kind of timeline and all of the lessons and classes kind of in the order that I needed them when I needed them really made a lot of sense and a lot of help for me. Um, it also helped me stay accountable to making sure that I was moving forward because I know there's a lot about the mindset calls and things like that, but you don't realize what your mindset's going to be at any given day when you are without a job. So ultimately, I knew one of the main drivers of Pinkcareers that I was really looking forward to was negotiation, because I had never had any help or experience in negotiation for job offers ever, ever. And so that to me was really scary. I really didn't want to sell myself short. And so one of the things I will say is that Pinkcareers really gave me that confidence to not sell myself short, to go through with the verbiage and the wording when I was meeting with prospective companies and recruiters for that matter, of being very firm of like my value and my worth. And that was incredibly like that blueprint and that again, that like wording and that structure helped me to have the confidence to be able to say those things and to claim the titles that I wanted to and that I was aspiring to do. When I ultimately got through final interviews with now the company I've now joined, I was able to kind of take their offer and in a sense, almost negotiate in real time with them by just stating my baseline expectations of salary, time off, title, progression level, time to next level overall benefits, retirement plans. And ultimately, because I was able to communicate my expectations even pre-offer, they were able to craft an offer that was exactly met every need and then some for me. I think that was what was really wonderful about the program, and I didn't mention it earlier, but is the sense of community that Pinkers really drives. It's just wonderful to be on that Slack channel and to see, the wins, the milestones, the trials, the tribulations, and just to be knowing like you're not alone. Um, I know that like Pinkers is focused a lot in the tech industries and like women in tech. And as an engineer myself, like it's kind of you spoke my language, but I was in HR. But the lessons that I was looking for and even the industry I went into, construction, um, was applicable regardless. Yes, I would absolutely recommend Pinkcareers to my friends and fellow colleagues. I think it's an amazing program that really helps you jumpstart your next phase of your career and helps you guide in a, structured and meaningful way to reach your full potential.